Okay. I think let's switch. Right. All right. Let me get in here. All right. Now let me open. Sorry, I'm a little late today because I had to do something very important. Um, but here we are. Everything good? Yeah. Okay. Good. Okay. Let me see. I think I'm done with basically this page, and then I think this will do it. I'm just like kind of cleaning everything up. Yeah, I also was working on Rec today or yesterday. So, 1 second, let me sums up. No. Today we're gonna be working on. I might not work on this because this actually might take a little while, but all I have to do now is just change the colors, which is very simple. The other stuff was a little bit difficult. I'll probably work on this and then the comic page. So I think this is fine here. I just gotta like work on the background. So these are all different types of graffiti, right? So I don't know what this is, but this is just a one I was looking at. I don't know what style it is, but this is one I was looking at a while ago. This is more street art over here on the right, the Get Good stuff. This was like wild style, is what I wanted to make it, but it's a little curvy for that. But the wild style is like illegible, essentially, or can be. This is a Blockbuster, which is like impact font, and then I added the cracks. So this is the design elements I'm going for here. Internet, please. Okay. Good. I hope so. The bitrate's dying over here. Alright, anyway. Hey Joker, hi. Sorry I'm a little late. I didn't like put up a scheduled one this time. It's because I was a little bit late. How you doing? Yeah. Gonna eat this. First like always, yep. What do you mean free day? I mean I can write anything. Or I can work on anything. Good morning. This is the menu screen, the new mode select menu screen. Oh, you're doing good. You were drawing. That's cool. That's great. More people should draw. Yeah, so I was I had to go out to do something very important. So I can't share the food. You are all digital people. Num 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 num. Look, you ate some. So, what were you drawing, Joker? And also, hey, Jinx. We're actually trying to keep you company. Well, it works. Just some figure post study. That's good. Practicing. I don't do enough studies, frankly. I think it was a problem like I had to, in the middle of I think Ace of the Moonlight had to really level up my anatomy. So later on the drawings get better. In colored pencil, I love sketching with them. Oh, that's cool. It's an interesting way of doing it. I remember back in the day, there's all these like, actually even now, there's these like amazing colored pencil drawings. Milk bread. This peak. I never had milk bread. Oh no, I guess I have. I mean, I had French toast, which is like milk, eggs, and sugar and bread. That's how we make it. I don't know if that counts. What is this? Oh. Did you make French toast in my recipe? I have not. I don't cook that much. Uh, 1 second. Gotta. Am I married? No. Oh, what's going on with the internet? Uh-oh. Just, think you need a therapist? Hey, I'm fine. I have a great recommendation. His name is Dr. Victor Blaine. It's a pretty cool name. Almost as if it's not real. Hmm. Right. Yes. Oh, okay. Hmm. Oh, is Jinx is working on his story. Jinx doesn't joke. He's 100% serious all the time. That means he's 100% writing something. If I'm 100% right at all the time, where are you keeping little Dante? No, I said you're 100% serious. They're 100% right. It's an absolute Joker reference. He never jokes. Absolute Joker is like a monster. Sorry. No, see, there's a theory that laughing is his trigger to transform. Oh, I'm a monster at fighter. Pretty cool idea. Like, because he never laughs normally. He's like a serious business guy. Not serious, crazy. For the game dev stuff, was he posting your art? Yeah, kind of. I also put the fries 1,000 bees. I wouldn't want 1,000 bees in this trench coat putting fries in my bag. Absolutely not. Yeah, I posted my art online. An art station and stuff. Uh, should be like, actually, is it anywhere? Is it anywhere on my YouTube channel? Honestly, a lot of this isn't that good. A lot of it's very old as well. I haven't updated this site in a while. It cost $1,000. It was your art station. You can go to my website. Arsenal here is the website. This has everything on it, so it doesn't have any of the Aces on the Moonlight stuff. I removed all that, but honestly, a lot of my work is like concept art, not so much illustration. I really had to put more illustrations up. a lot of it's like stuff I worked on at the job, which is pretty old now. I almost forgot that chat is delayed. Yeah, I think I have to make that notification up there bigger. The bees. Do you guys ever watch Wicker Man? Like the remake? I never watched it. I only know about like that one scene with Nicolas Cage. The bees, not the bees. Can't forget the 26 giraffe-sized pigeons. Yeah, but that would be very obvious. 26 giraffe-sized pigeons in a trench coat? Nah, you can't hide. So it feels like I'm in the future. Yeah. And for I put a big text in chat, but I think it got censored. Can you read? I'd love to have one as a pet. Oh, well. Okay, so far in this chat we have Badass Cow 20, and is also simultaneously a hedgehog that likes drugs. 1,000 rupees. Rupees? In a trench coat. And Evan. Evan's a fish. Grained fish. Do I watch what? Did you watch The Wicker Man? I can think of the remake with Nicolas Cage. I never watched it. I just remember the scene with the bees because I think that became a meme. No, not the bees, not the bees. So funny. Hello, Dan Mayer on Twitch. How you doing? Hi, Dan. You just the stuff is being censored. Are you doing that on purpose? Jinx. And then I have like way too many projects going on right now. I don't think I can help you with yours. If I can help you like right here, right now, with like saying something, sure, but uh, help you draw. I guess I can. I've been thinking of making some tutorials on my YouTube. Nope, never seen it. I don't watch movies as much. I gotta find a way to connect these two. But for real, a long time ago, I remember watching a horror movie where a school, like the kids in school, they just get exploded out of nowhere. I don't know if that's a horror movie. Oh, no, I guess that would be a horror movie. There's like The Boys. That one scene in The Boys. There's a scene in The Boys where like just people's heads explode. I don't remember why, but they would just explode out of nowhere into huge bubble, and they didn't figure it out, like what was making it happen. Thanks, thanks. I'm glad you like my art there. But are you a furry? Am I a furry? Hey, a nice storyboard skill, thanks. I mean, there's a lot of sins in The Boys like that, but no, no, it's a movie about a high school where they get quarantined because of that. At the end of the day, I think the movie was about moving on. Oh, am I a furry? I not a furry. I don't think so. He wouldn't say it. Wait, did I draw something on my? Hey, Dan Mayer. I'm not really on Twitch. I'm not really big on Discord private messages, but if you hang around the YouTube channel in front of creation, I'm gonna start setting up viewer posts where you guys can post, and I can look at them there. It's just a lot more public and a lot more comfortable for me. See, if he says he's a furry, he's not a furry. He's a furry. I mean, I kind of asked. I think like, is Midna a furry? Right? Midna from Twilight Princess. Is he a she a furry? We established that Sonic is a furry. But I don't think I got an answer on Midna. What? Oh. Because I see a drawing that you drew a animal starting on two. I think that was like for a job. There was a Also, I don't think I drew that. That was like someone else drew that. Yeah, I gotta look up some more wild style. I'm not digging my own grave. I'm just asking, like, is Midna a furry? That's what I want to know. They say not a furry, but I got my eyes on you. Got my eyes on you. I'm being watched. I'm being perceived. Have you seen? Hey, Lascodita. Yeah, I did see the Curvy Air Rider stream again. It just goes on and on. There's like just constant stuff. It's like such an enormous upgrade, it seems like from the old one. There's so many. Says Midna's furry. Yes, exactly. Is Midna furry for a friend? You know, Imp Midna, everyone's favorite. Feel like somebody's watching me. It always feels like somebody's watching me, and I got no privacy. Remember that song? I saw part of it. I'm surprised anything is even being hidden. Does Sakurai have any history in marketing? I know he basically pitched to his teams, but he is on another level. Yeah, just like a developer excited about their game. That's really what it feels like. Also, he's clearly has a lot of media experience at least. Knows how to talk to a camera, set up all that stuff, and he also has a team of people, you know. No, because an imp is not an animal. An imp is a demon. So no, she's not. She's a demoness. Okay, so there's furry. Furry is for furred animals. We'll say scaly is for lizards. Um, demons are demoness, not a furry. Okay. Should I put this up to a poll? I might. I might have to put this up to a poll. That'll be a fun one. If you want to be watched, go to China or come to the UK. Yeah, there's some issues with the UK people getting jailed for like tweets. I think it's unacceptable. It's terrible. Is Zod a furry? Asking, oh my god, Zod from Berserk. Yeah, he's gotta be. He's really furry. Oh, look at those, his like evolved form. Joker said that demons can't be furries, though. Oh, okay. Yeah. I guess he's a demon. A second, I gotta. I don't know much about him. I only heard some things about him, so I can't really answer that. Um, you know what? I'm gonna make a thing right now. I'm gonna make that right now. Let me. Also, please read Berserk or watch the 90s. I've watched Berserk or read. Sorry, I read Berserk up to. I think they've gotten to the magical elf place or whatever. But then I stopped. I was just kind of tired of it, honestly. Furry's an animal turned into an anthro. One second, I'm gonna do a little poll. Is Imp Midna. No, I'm good. I'm not a fan of Berserk. Okay. Truly one of the debates of all time. Well, we're gonna find out. Not because dark themes, I'm just not a fan of it. Yeah. Yeah, so it's not for everyone, I guess. I got kind of tired of like the constant like gloominess, I guess. Or like it just like they're really the story wasn't going anywhere, I think it was. So it just didn't change for a long time. I was more interested in like the Griffith dynamic, and that doesn't happen. It just kind of seems like kind of like a detour so far. Yeah. I'd say you're missing out, but we can't be into that thing. I think ISC hasn't tried Persona. Yeah, I haven't tried any Persona games. Do we need more podcasts about Midna Furry or no furry? Hard to see that this is an O on this side. I think that's the issue. Lettering is very hard. Golden Age Berserker. Yeah, I am. I was more interested in that, like sort of like that era and those characters. And it seems like the story of Berserk was about that. It was about like it just feels like a detour. I know the story of Berserk is just kind of like the story of Guts' life, but the way the plot was moving, it was like moving towards this final confrontation, and then it's like, no, we're gonna go in this direction for a while, and then let's not forget every chance. Say here and say there. Yeah, yeah, it's a lot of very adult, very adult in Berserk. But it's very like unique, 100% though. Well, it's a big focus, but only for the first 13 volumes. Didn't even start with the Golden Age. Yeah, I think Persona isn't as shy with that as it could be, from what I hear. Yeah, Persona really gets into like obviously it's about like they go into their minds, sort of. Also, wasn't like the way you in P3 the way you summon Persona is like you shoot yourself, right? Oh yeah, the it was a flashback. It was like just a giant flashback. Sometimes it made me like, okay, it's just spamming at this point. Yeah, dark fantasy or anime dark fantasy, like really exaggerated. Relative to other works in gaming contests, it isn't spammed if you ask me. Game of Thrones is probably far shit. Definitely. Game of Thrones is like it's literally just part of the narrative a lot of the time. Or part of the style of the show, I guess. Eh. The essay stuff is gonna be like just it's just one of those things that's gonna be controversial no matter what. Like it's like the ultra gore and violence. Some people are just never gonna accept that. It just repulses them. I think like nowadays, right now, Itagaki died, and a lot of people are discussing on Twitter, DOA. Let's say discussing in quotes. They're just yelling at each other. It's still like gonna be controversial no matter what. Okay. Discussion on Twitter is impossible. Even genuine naive gets warped all the time. Yeah. It's like a zoo. A zoo for dumb people and narcissists. I mean, of not if. Oh. Yeah, the reason they shoot themselves in the head is because one of the core themes. P3 was up. Oh, okay, it's interesting. I just remember it being like hilarious out of context. Internet, return. Ah, I don't remember P3 yourself, but that was funny. My internet's dying for some reason. Ugh. I think I've seen that as a verb. It's pretty funny. I think I see the internet took as instruction. My internet P3'd itself. Shit. Uh, am I still missing frames? Okay. Have to clean all this shit up. If you could live in any anime, what would it be? Maybe Nichijou, honestly. That seems pretty normal. For me, Pokemon. Oh yeah, they've really expanded what if Pokemon lived with humans a lot. It's kind of been their thing. Pokemon's pretty good. Nichijou. Um, I can run a Ditto strip club. I'm trying to think of one where I do okay and not suffer. Yeah, gotta be some. JoJo would be pretty fun if you had a stand. And it's not like, I guess, world ending. It's just a lot of buff dudes wa- walking around occasionally. Being in Detective Conan is asking for trouble, but it is one of my favorite series. Life expectancy. You were part of the cases, yeah, probably. I think if I was actively involved in the story, Pokemon would still be good. Nichijou would be fine. If I was actively involved in the story, I don't think I'd want to be in JoJo. You're like hunted down by a vampire, an immortal vampire who hates you. Um, Play the Law and Order theme song. Neither victim or accused, no in between. Yeah. Jojo may be fine as long as you aren't an attractive woman in Moriocho. That's true. One second. I got it. You could live in My Hero. My Hero seems a chaotic, man. Like that's like anywhere where supervillains live, I want to stay away from. All right. Tiger? What's Tiga? Monster Hunter Stories ride on possibly has most perks from Pokemon. What's that Yokai Watch? Digimon seems like a problem because like you're stuck in the digital world. A lot of them are trying to get out, right? Hello, Chunky Marimo on Twitch. Sports anime is normally a good bet. Normally a good bet like Kuroko or Chihaya Furu. Either spectate or compete. Yeah, those slice of life stuff, like real life stuff, seems pretty normal. Kingdom Hearts would be like a interesting one if you're, especially if you're involved in the main story. It would probably be terrible. You have to be very plucky kind of guy to be happy about that, like Sora. What are you making? I'm making a menu screen for my game for Ace Under the Moonlight that looks better than the one we have right now. Uh, Tiga is set in our world. It's an anime romance classic that tackles the theme of relationships. Oh, Professor Layton's okay. I give it a puzzle or something. Yeah, Professor Layton seems fun. Seems like a fun little, like a charming little story. Ace Attorney has you become accused of murder, so that's another. Yeah, my God, weird court system as well. Thank you, Chunky. I'll show you. 1 second. I'll show you the old one, the one that's used to be in the game. Oh boy. This is gonna take a minute to load. So this is how it looks in game right now, and this is the new one. So this one is not great. This is the how it used to look. Sorry, and now this is how it's gonna look. So I was basically gonna make this last one right here and be done with it. Future Diary. That's right. Future Diary was so strange. Like, because the actual story is like this giant, huge thing, but like so much of it's about Yuno and this kid. Let's live in Puzzles and Dragons world too. May as well ask to be put in Battle Royale. My God, Battle Royale sucks too. Like it would suck. Assassination Classroom seems hilarious, but I don't know how to like get there. Like what the end goal is there. So what game is it? Some funny game, right? It's a Pong game. Um, that's the name of the game. Aces Under the Moonlight, and it's on Steam. So let me see if I can get it to you. Here. That's the Steam page for the game. It's free. Assassin Classroom is peak. I am its strongest soldier. It's a fun little show. Um, there's some older ones that I watched. Cowboy Bebop seems interesting, you know? As long as you weren't dealing with like Spike or any of them. Or Vicious. A lot of kooky characters in that show. I just get an error code? What? Oh. Okay, that's weird. Did I get it wrong? The main group of relevance is Class E, and while I can relate to some students like Koro Sensei, these stress will be a part of it. Perhaps I choose it. What about Guilty Gear? Ram might let you touch her thick thighs. Trigun 2. Man, Guilty Gear Ram, before she calmed down, was like the villain. She wouldn't let me get near at all. Gun X Sword is a show Super saw, but I don't. Or Gun X, yeah, Sword. I don't think being a normal Civ mecha pilot is all that fun. Express 99 might be fun to live in. Those the Gundam one's probably really bad because it's always a war. Um, Chunky, you can search Aces Under the Moonlight on Steam. Just you might have to change your settings because there's some restrictions on it. Steam is too careful. I'm also getting an error for some reason, but the Steam page is up. It is free to play, so you can play it now. Planetus or Saturn Apartment seem fun. Not all series with space or mega stories. That's true. Cowboy Bebop is a space one. Okay. Oh yeah, sure. Like whenever you can. No one's mentioned prison school yet. I would not like prison school. That seems very that seems like if you have a fetish, that would work out, but like they're otherwise it'd be kind of weird. That's a weird show to navigate if you're in the real. Don't don't know how to play on a fight stick. Do you know how to play a fight stick? Me, yeah, yeah. But just I don't have one here. I don't think. Never watched anything you said. Oh, yeah. We're asking which what what's the word? What anime world would you want to live in, Chunky? I think we got Pokemon, Nichijou. We're thinking like Guilty Gear, Trigun, Gun X Sword, Express 99, Planetus, Saturn Apartments. Yeah, those are like there's a lot of them. Prison School. What's the one with the Buddha and Jesus? I forgot. I think that's a slice of life one too. That'd be pretty interesting if they were like real and you could talk to them. Saint Young Men, yeah. If you could like talk to them in real world, that'd be pretty interesting. This is the Jesus and Buddha anime. That's a good question. Actually, I don't know. Yeah, it's hard to think of. Like if you're involved in the main story, Chunky, there's some considerations, or if you're just a guy in the world. Um, like for me, I would not want to live in My Hero Academia because like superheroes, right? The superheroes and supervillains are gonna just destroy everything. Even so, that's whether you're a civilian or a superhero. Talking about Ragnarok? No, no, not Records of Ragnarok. There's a story where Jesus and Buddha come back to Earth and they like become friends and are just normal dudes. They start like trying to learn how to be what's going on. Apparently, it's still going since 2006, it's reaching Unk status. Sometime it'll reach One Piece status. Wow. Internet, please. One Punch Man is the final form of MHA, yeah. Yes, living in a superhero story is not a power fantasy. It's a crisis fantasy, like Gotham. Yeah, exactly. Gotham would be terrible to live in. Internet reverse P3 yourself now. Reverse P3. Oh yeah, yeah. Okay, because my internet died. How about Nukitashi? What is that? What is Nukitashi? Oh, it's a video game. Oh, it's an animation. Oh, oh yeah. This is a sex anime. That'd be pretty funny. I guess that wouldn't be as crazy. Took us a while to mention VN adaptations. Uh, I probably wouldn't want to live in that Type Moon universe because of all the vampires. Nukitashi's a good one though. Gunner detected. Hey man, I said no to prison school. I gotta actually concentrate now. Oh my god, come on. I think that is the least worst because I would be sad because there's nothing gay. Yeah. I think isn't it like the law doesn't preclude that, right? I need to back this person is a level 10 Guru. You got against Arsenal fans. No, what's that anime Blue Archive? Isn't that like the level 10? The max level? I don't actually even know what Blue Archive is. That's the one with the ships? No. They're just no. Just messing around. That's nice. God. I'm trying to make it more clear what's going on here. Even my manga would be not great to live in. It's just the real world, just really, really bad plot. Oh, you're making a manga? That's great. I'm also working on a comic. Um, Arsenal's a football team here. The energy of cannons, hence the players are called gunners. The fans have been called gooners for decades, I believe. So you don't know what it is for some reason. I don't know what Blue Archive actually is. I just seen like everyone slander the fans as level 10 gooners. I don't know if it's slander. Maybe it's 100% true. Who knows? Here, I'm gonna show you. This is what I'm also gonna work on today if I ever finish this. It's about gay Yakuza. Oh, that's cool. I never played Yakuza. I also heard about it a lot though. I would live in your comic. Yeah, my comic is pretty normal. It's just regular New York. And the main story isn't that big a deal either. Yeah, you're Gunnar. I don't talk about Arsenal. I do not hide my power level at all, but I legitimately don't know what Blue Archive is. Oh my god, the internet. Please. Where is not sketch effect? Is there like a new Yakuza game coming out? Oh no, actually, Chunky, are you talking about Yakuza the game or Yakuza the organization? New York, no, I'm good. I'm staying in PM word. Staying, I'm with, I'm good with staying in PM word. It's PM word. Philadelphia. Oh, Pokemon World. Oh, Pokemon World. Okay, sorry. I missed that. Pokemon World, yeah. Redundant question. There's always a new Yakuza coming. It's like Kirby. Chunky's and kind of both. It's inspired by it, but it plays in 2031. There's nothing to do with the games. Oh, okay. That's cool. This is gonna be another Yakuza coming, probably, apparently, so. There's like a Project Century and Virtua Fighter, so that team is like coming back. Street Fighter World till Street Fighter 5 was not that bad. Now World plots all over the place, and some avatar may try to slug you for looking at them funny. Yeah, people don't usually just get in fights because you can just die in the real world. So many spin-offs for Yakuza. Maybe Mortal Kombat World's okay if you aren't a combatant, but I don't know. Well, I think yeah, the Mortal Kombat world's a real world. Usually in the movies, it's a real world, but then they go to Outworld or normally I would get 10 hours about my manga, but I'm not doing it. Yeah, I mean, like I guess is it out somewhere? Or are you just still working on it? What game do I think needs a new game? Um, hmm. F-Zero? Metal Arms glitch in the system? I would play sequel. Uh, new game. Yeah, on Comic Fury, it's liked on my Insta, anyways. I have 5 chapters out. Oh, that's cool. Um, Needs is powerful. I think they could do another good F-Zero and Capcom do great Mega Man for half the series, but did nothing for decades. Mega Man X8 21. Wow. Definitely another Mega Man game. Oh. Okay, I need to keep going. Okay. Are you leaving? Thanks for coming. Don't keep letting him out of IPG. Oh my god, that's true. I want more new games and remakes, but I'm not sure if Capcom has the ability to do another DMC well. Huh. DMC 5 was pretty good. When did that come out? All I care about is Mega Man mobile game. Oh, oh. 2019. All right, it's a long time. Yeah, but I guess the guy is gone now. DMC is great if misguided in a few ways, like most games. I'm saying the director and lead comic guy. Yeah, you're right. I want a 2D Mega Man fighter. Wasn't there one? Wasn't there like a Mega Man cross Street Fighter? Or 3D vanilla arena fighter slot? Wow. I have more confidence in DM6 than BN4 though. I think they'll be looking to recover from 3. That's true. I guess they're just finishing it. I guess Bayonetta 3 has kind of finished everything, didn't it? Mega Man X Street Fighter was an extended fan game, which is still a Mega Man game with SF characters based. Oh, the bosses. All right, that wasn't a fighting game. MM did have a versus mode in an old game and has a power battle. I think the Bale spin-off was good. That Switch one wasn't bad. I'll say it was a good play. I think what didn't Battle Network have a 1v1 mode? I think that would make for a very good mobile game. Battle Network has a solid PvP aspect and seems well suited to mobile, but Capcom chose to do X Dive instead. What is X Dive? Oh. Oh, this is a mobile game. Is that Miku? No, that's something else. Oh, so many characters. I guess it is a mobile game. Child Garden also seems very suited to your mobile. So I'm very surprised Sega hasn't done it yet. Battle Network has mobile games, but they're free smartphone. Wow. Palm Pilot. Those tournaments of Battle Network PvP. It's fun to watch. I remember watching Pokemon tournaments. I thought it was like it's like Mario Kart tournaments. Like I can't believe that people actually compete in this with like the RNG and everything. I only watched the one tournament I watched for Pokemon was like this guy got slept all 5 turns. Like they play this for money. Well, Beyblade tournaments. Have you seen it at Combo Breaker? I haven't. I didn't know they were like Beyblade tournaments. And like, what can you do with it? Is it like a quick version of that? The robot fighter. I can't remember what it's called. I think RNG can be healthy addition to a competitive suit, but don't think I'll enjoy Beyblade outside of anime 20 years ago. Beyblade anime was pretty funny. It was Beyblade at Otaku. Okay, let's see. Metabots, I remember them too. I remember I didn't like Metabots as much because the characters are all assholes. They're really obnoxious assholes. Okay, here it is. Let's watch. The commentators are great. Midbot seems like a fun video game series like I'd like to get into. Yeah, there's a lot of like modding even in the show. Oh, oh my god. This is such a funny commentary. There you go. I want to know the strategy. This guy's going crazy. I like that they call them bays. Like in this show. I remember the oh my god. Remember one time I was watching Yu-Gi-Oh! Two players brought their Yu-Gi-Oh decks and one of the players made it top 4 with zombies at Yu-Gi-Oh! Oh. I do not know much about Yu-Gi-Oh! Honestly. The one dude got gloves. This is great. I remember in the Beyblade show that what was it? I didn't remember in the show. Like years later with the memes, they said that Moses split the sea with a Beyblade. It's always great. Do not like us. They don't like us. This commentary is legitimately amazing. Wow. This is great. It's so good. His base spirit was too strong. Yeah. Uh, I forgot that they had like little animals in the show. I remember Bakugan or whatever it was called. I remember Beyblade and I remember Duel Masters being like that era that I watched that I remember. If you take Beyblade tournaments serious, it's pretty, yeah, it's pretty cool. I'm not sure if they're still called Bit Beast, but yeah, it was style at the time. Let's not forget about Bidet Man, VDA Man. Yeah. Wait a minute. Oh no, I didn't watch this. Never mind. This wasn't the one I watched. Be the Man. Did you ever watch that the Chibi Gundam show? I remember that. Joker, you're losing the poll. 6 votes, Midna, 100% fright. Really? Still going. Hmm. Democracy decides reality. DDR. The true DDR. Have you seen the anime IBX? Let me see. Little Battlers experience? No, I haven't. It's like the Gundam building show. No, it's something else. A level 5 game turned multimedia project. Hmm. I'll say LBX was like modern Metabots. Hmm. It does look like a simpler, I guess, Gundam uh building. It might not be simpler, it might just be bigger, like bigger, more cartoony, but more toy-like. You know what's crazy? So a lot of these are toy commercials, right? But like Cowboy Bebop was a toy commercial for the ships. They're trying to sell those ships that they're on. That's why they're so unique originally. But I guess that's like a lot of maybe it was like common back then for a lot of anime to do that. Because it was common for like America too. Transformers, G.I. Joe, all of them. Thundercats. I imagine a lot of them make merch and marketing collaborations, but I assume it gotta be still a story first. But one easier to greenlight with that edge. Yeah, no, I think it's just common for that to be a thing. Yeah. They just like they start with like a full set of ideas. Right. They want to sell this and this much merch and this show has to be here and then they have to like make broadcasting deals, all that kind of thing. Gundam has had the war story cake and eaten the cake too for decades. Yeah, definitely. It's just like it when I think they just think about like multimedia. It has to be good at all. Everything they make just has to be very good. The gunplay, the gunplay has to be good, and the anime has to be good. I don't know if there's like considered a primary thing. Any examples of multimedia? You like Warhammer 40K? Uh, I'm not really into Warhammer 40K, but that is a good example of a multimedia thing. Um, I like the look of it. I like the world, but I don't really like play it or follow it that much. Any multimedia examples not working out? If it wasn't working out, I probably wouldn't even hear about it. Um, hmm. Concord, I guess, because it was what's it called? There was a video game. It's supposed to be like it's supposed to be a Star Wars thing, so it's supposed to be all this stuff. Um, it was a show. They had a TV show in like secret level. Yeah, I think that counted as a failure. I guess new Star Wars. I don't know if that counts as a failure. I like the lore 40K, right? I like that game. I should play it. There's like tons of 40K games. Conquer is a great example. I forgot it was gonna name niche Japan only thing. Oh, what is it? I wanna hear the niche Japanese thing. New Star was 100% longer, but did okay enough. Yeah. Geist Crusher. It had 2 video games, 50-episode anime, multiple manga, Treasure as a developer, art by Oda, wow. And Toriyama for Monsters Guest Enemies from MH and Disney and the Vibe show. Sengoku Bizarra, an opening song by the guy who did We Are, a mascot with the voice of Pikachu. Wow. Absolutely bombed early, and Treasure has not made a game since. What is Geist Crusher? Um, Disney's Land of IP Jail. Yep. Just everything's in the vault. Everything in the vault. 50-episode anime. That's surprising. There must have been a contract to finish the anime and second game. Yeah, because that's long. Uh, I like Geist Crusher, but I'm not as strong as Soldier. I forgot to mention also Toys. Okay, yeah, Toys to Life, right? Growing up, I always thought Michael Jackson had sing the Pokemon theme song. Wow, pretty crazy to have Michael Jackson do it. But I guess it is popular enough if he was still doing that. Basically, the anime was paced to promote the first game, and when the second game came out, It was a very deliberate marketing campaign. Monster Hunter Stories had a similar thing with its anime, but actually did well. I remember Smash kind of had a marketing thing. Smash 4 definitely. Whenever like a game was coming out, they would put out the character, like they would announce the character. I remember when Wind Waker HD came out, I believe then they announced Toon Link coming back. How many copies do you think that Geist Crusher did week 1? Um 500. No, 1,000. Probably 1,000. Under 9,000. Okay, okay. That's really bad. But that's more than Concord. I'm pretty sure. Copies are going for dirt cheap, even as importer and as real retailers can't get rid of them. I'm not sure that that is more than Concord, but people actually like Sky Special. Actually, no, I'm gonna look at it. Oh, game. See game. Oh, it's interesting. A bit of an action game. A simplified action game with multiple stances and install to turn into monsters. Oh, okay. It's like a giant sword stuff. There, there are bosses at the end of stage and rival fights. There's a lot of weapon class and actually has good training mode. Unlike many games I played for a combo tilber. Wow. So this is like a really big action game, I guess. It's like DMC's. I mean, like, okay, we'll see. I'm watching the gameplay. It's kind of doing its own thing, I guess. It's like sort of like an RPG sort of thing. Oh, this is like those Ronin Knights? Can't remember what they're called. Knights of the Zodiac situation. The final boss in Geisha is kind of fire. Even if jumping isn't a mechanic. Yeah, there's definitely some Saint Seiya DNA. Yeah, I see some of the designs here. Geist Crusher God. They get gold accents for their armor. Oh, it's like Super Saiyan. Super Saiyan God, Super Saiyan. Almost done here. Again, I'm not even a strong soldier, and it is not Treasure's finest, but it would be part of Sal's action discussion if it wasn't Japan 3DS only. Oh, even if it went pretty heavy on a few RPG aspects, much more than God Hand. When was this game came out? Geist Crusher. 2013, 2015. Oh, that is actually a lot sooner. Or like yeah, a lot sooner than I thought it was. I guess it's their most recent games. 'Cause it seems like a old type of game. Doesn't seem like a newer version of these. Bleach Dark Souls. First game was December 2013, but the second one was fall 2014, I believe. Oh, they made a bunch of games. They made Gradius 5, Treasure. They made Wario World, Ikaruga, Tiny Toons Adventures, Buster's Bad Dream. The Treasure was really big. If you're in the mood for combos, then I recommend Tales of Berseria. It's Tales series, yeah. Tales of Berseria. It's pretty RPG. Also, I love the comp party members. Treasure action game icons. Yeah, that's Tales series. I really like Tales Symphonia at least. Yeah, I should play more some more Tales of. Hmm. I don't like this. I want different colors. I want. Okay. Um, I heard there's supposed to be new Tales games in the works. It's probably always going to be new Tales games. Hopefully, be pretty bad. That's like a classic series. Given that Geist Crusher was doomed to bomb, I wish they went more crazy with Geist Crusher God. But the multimedia they probably limited them. Yeah, I guess you never know. It just feels like an older game. Like I guess Tales of Symphonia is a good way of looking the battle system in the Tales series. It does feel like one of those smaller, older, quirky little games when I'm looking at it. Game Freak aren't perfect, but effectively have a leash on them to do a task, even if done poorly. Right. Well, they're having that new game, right? I can't remember what it's called. Beast of something. Beast of Paradise, which is like completely different. It'd be funny if that was like a Pokemon game. That it was a twist. It turned out to be a Pokemon game. one last one. I think that's it. Okay. Okay, I think. Crush of God should have had Throws of Gunstar Heroes, the unhinged factor of Sin and Punishment, the peak of Omega Factor. Your powers combined. Think. Here. All right. Um. Don't know which one I'm gonna use here. Have you seen Rakugaki Showtime? I've seen a similar game, but this one isn't rated. I've not seen Rakugaki Show. Rakugaki Kids is the one I remember. Let's see, Rakugaki Showtime. Not heard of this. Oh wow, this is very interesting looking. It's like drawn to life or whatever that game was. Very interesting aesthetic. Very clever. That's pretty clever. That's really good. $19.99. Oh. I want to become Treasure's strongest soldier. Well, like you're. Oh yeah, but they're on hiatus, so. You can soldier on when the war is lost. Never admit defeat. That's the spirit. Sort of, kind of. This is missing something. Rakuga Kids came out a year before from Konami. It's a traditional fighter with a similar aesthetic. All characters are drawn by a specific kid with a style. That's cute. That's really cute. That's adorable. It actually left Japan though, but skipped America. This is very unique. Wow. It's like Chalk Zone. Alright. I'm gonna take a break. I'll be back in a little bit. In 20 minutes, I'll get that done. I have to go real fast. I'll probably back in a little bit. Okay, let's go. Let's go. Get this done. Get this done. And I have to leave every every like 10 minutes. I'm helping cooking something. Hmm. My between between the convention and other things, Slap City may not be tonight. I did upload one video though. My favorite other publisher. Let me see. Let me see. I was waiting on the Slap City video. Oh, Comey. Aiding. Okay, aiding, yeah. Huh. This is the 2D one. Looks like. Thumbnails are my enemy, so I won't do them until I'm forced to. Rock Lee is a good thumbnail. Oh, this is a really like exaggerated game. I didn't realize. Even in 2D. Is it 3D fight like Tekken? Oh, it is. Okay. That makes sense. Oh wow, and Zoids. It's been so long since I've watched the Zoids anything. I didn't know there was a fighting game for it. It's like an arena fighter. I think I actually do remember this game. I didn't play it, but I remember it because I remember liking Zoids. I didn't know Zoids was like also a toy sort of thing. Oh, that's the one where they're like riding on top of them. I see. That's a good one. Man, Midna is like has a perfect record here. 100% is a furry. Yeah, the description goes into a bit of detail, but this is based on Zoids Wild. Aiding has made at least a dozen games for Tony. Oh wow, most being Naruto games like the one I showed. Yeah, the Naruto game looked like a lot more of a like a wide open Like I won't say like moon physics. Like Tekken 1 juggles, but it makes more sense, I guess, in Naruto. Oh, I remember Tekken 1 juggles. You know what I mean. Zoids Wild is Zoids for Zoomers, but the game is cool. I don't remember the ones where like sitting on top of the head. Right, that's what Zoids Wild is, right? I think you showed me it. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, with the kid with the weird hair. Standard anime character. I can't remember what the because I didn't watch the original Zoids. There was Zoids where like it was like a big tournament, and there was those Zoids where it was like sort of like a fantasy deal with the blue Liger. There's Liger Zero was the one I watched. It was a white one, and he could transform into other stuff. Zoids battle something, I think. Battle Legends. Yeah, yeah. Zoids Battle Legends anime. I think it was just called Zoids though. Ten is actually interesting in Shippuden. Shit doesn't senses. Mostly only a few moves, but still. Oh, wasn't there a character, Virtua Fighter, has like a maze of stances you had to use? Have you watched Cyberpunk Edge Runners? Yes, I love Cyberpunk Edge Runners. I wanted a combo for each weapon slot, but then it would become a Tencent video. You could do a Tencent video. It'd be fun. Love Cyberpunk Edge Runners. The best animes I've watched in a long time. Long, long time. Tenten has a great sword, short sword, dual swords, bow staffles. I forgot what her thing was in the show. What her super special power was. I guess it might have been weapons, I guess. Of course, it's impractical, so she's weak, yeah. Simple and powerful, typically, the characters they make. High tier. Tenten's power was just chucking weapons and getting beat up off screen. Yeah, he was kind of just a whatever character. I always thought that weird frame when Main Days in Main dies in the show. He looked like a platypus. Spoilers, but yeah, it's a funny little slow motion part. That's when Ninja Revolution actually made her use the weapons in meaningful ways. It isn't a stance, but she even has a chain to make people get over here. Get over here. Yeah, you know what? That's good enough. I can't like constantly. I remember in the original Shadow Fight 2, you could watch an ad for one gem, and the weapon I wanted cost to do 100, so I watched 100 ads, so I could say my attention span was so much higher. Then again, for 2 or 3 months, I did log into a game every day and watch the 10, so wow. I can't stand that. God, the new monetization schemes for video games. Like I say, I really nothing better to do. I just hate monetization schemes. They make you, especially like login rewards, all that. Was not a fan, or am not a fan. That is the mobile game space, though. What are you gonna do? Did you know it's Rivals 2 1 year? Really? Already 1 year since Rivals 2 came out? I'm surprised you call Autumn free to play. I mean, it's kind of true, but that term means something very different to gamers at large. Yeah, I know. It really sucks. But I remember like when it was like poison to call your game free to play though. Now it's getting a little bit better. I should just say it's free on Steam. It was a lot worse before, right? Because people just would not accept it at all. Calling game free to play was as bad as calling a game early access. The optics were really that bad. Yeah, early access was another one. Okay, hang on. I'll be right back. I have to check on some food. Hey, I remember a little while back calling your game having Unity in your game. This is a while back. Was like it meant you had a terrible game because the Unity because that's why they wanted the Unity logo to be removed, and I think they did that now. But it was pretty funny. Now Unreal 5 is the case of death. Yeah, funny how it just changes. Usually, because like there's usually like there's a couple bad games, high profile bad games. Kickstarter was another one for a while. I don't know how it is now, but I remember Unreal 2 being really hated too. Yes, and anytime like something high profile comes out, it's really popular, but there's like a high profile failure. I've seen a trend of people. I've also seen a trend of people being skeptical towards new big games from China, Korea. The word slops always. I'm guilty, but I'm just being hoax. What if both are true? I mean, yeah, for a while, the like it's just the bootlegging was a thing. Yeah, it's just a stereotype, right? It's a stereotype. That's all that is. Or I'm in the middle of the show. Back with the Wukong is apparently pretty good. I think Stellar Blade is very flawed, and then Lost Soul Side apparently has good mechanics. It's a very rough death cycle and least resources. I mean, I know like China. I think they're starting to get good games, like or better reputation. Even MiHoYo, I think, is starting to get a better reputation over time. I think China is starting to get high-profile AAA games. They didn't start making games in the last decade. Yeah, yeah, but like it was the I guess they were more stereotypically like bootlegged or not great. It was like the kid like it's the kiss of death stereotype, I think. They just have titles with royal attention and reach, which can't be ignored. I think it's yeah, I think it was just like at the in their own games though, they're like super popular. Like I think Korean MMOs and stuff, they were super popular in Korea, obviously. Sword and Fairy dates back to 95. It's like their Toho, and as far as Bubble and Twilight on English speaking perspective, but apparently huge. The first game was on DOS and Saturn, or DOS and Saturn. Never heard of this. Sword and Fairy. Oh wow. Okay. Like a Three Kingdoms thing. Latest main game was 2021. Wow. $95. Wow, so many. Mm-hmm. Okay, okay, we're almost done here. Oh my god. I barely know more about Sword and Fairy than you, but I'm sure there must be more like it. Even Foya versus the face of Chinese game along with Black Myth. Yeah, I'm sure it's just like a bunch of stuff that stays in that location, right? Like I was talking, like I said about the Korean MMOs, they just stay. They're like wildly, wildly popular, just in a different market. Oh, retracted. Oops, way too easy to remove content, but it's also like YouTube channels with a lot of views, separate niche or language. That's true. There's a lot of like streamers like Spanish language streamers are like way gigantic, and you'll never see them. They try to keep them seem to keep them separated. Wasn't it like a streamer award, and it was like a Spanish language streamer, and but like most like a lot of people in the English didn't know him. But it was he was like gigantic in Spanish. And I think he's like he won streamer of the year or something. Do you ever get adverts in languages other than English due to your interests? Occasionally, I get them in Spanish. I don't know why. It just sometimes. I'm watching like an English video in like a thing I normally watch, but then suddenly it'll just be a Spanish one. On rare occasions, I get Japanese and German recommendations. I don't think I've ever gotten a Japanese one, but I've actually gotten Spanish ones for some reason. I think this is good. That's better. Okay, that's good. Have you ever taken Spanish or do you listen to Spanish music? I've taken Spanish years ago. I don't remember much of it. I don't really listen to Spanish music, but I've listened to like I've only listened to like Shakira in Spanish. Like Coco, I've listened to in Spanish the movie songs. I don't know if I've listened to a song. Oh no, I have. Oh my god. Oh my god, how could I forget this song? Um, it's Tus Ojos by Bellanova, but it was in this thing. I don't know if you remember this. This is like classic growing up. Um, with anime, with like the during that anime boom, the initial one with that Pokemon I think brought in. This is like burned in my memory. This video by Veni Veritas. The algorithm is what it might actually be from this video. I watched it a lot years ago. I watched this. This is classic internet back in the day. Oh man. Left for a bit to watch, but I don't recall hearing the song. It is in my algorithm. Oh man, this it's just this video mostly. So this video where like I just remember it so clearly. Like it's such a classic encapsulation of that time era for me. Same with like a lot of Kingdom Hearts. I think like for me, instant nostalgia is gonna be like the song "Simple and Clean" or a lot of Kingdom Hearts aesthetics. Sometimes YouTube use. Yeah, I mean, wasn't there like that thing when the algorithm when they changed it to recommended channels, like the recommended feed, and people didn't like it, but now like people don't even use a subscription feed. I think Steam Labs added a feature as well to recommend things for you. Well, that's good. Because Steam Labs, because Steam, actually, you know what? I usually don't like go around on Steam looking for things. Is a big issue, I guess. I usually know what I'm looking for on Steam immediately. My wish list was 2,000 strong. I was having to take recommendations. 1 second. Alrighty. I think that's it. I think that's actually it. This is oh my god, just looking at garbage. Huh. Yeah. How's your sleep? How is your sleep close to conventions? My sleep actually has to be pretty normal. Last time I went to the conventions was like when I had to exhibit, so I had to sleep early. Even though this last one we couldn't even get out in time. We could never get there on time for Momocon. Well, you gotta having problems sleeping. I think you're going to conventions, right? I think I've trained myself to need sleep less close to convention. Oh, convention is tomorrow morning. Oh, okay. Yeah, you get a little bit excited too. But like, I don't even like waking up before 12. Always sucked. Excite anxious. More like public transport has been bad recently. Oh my god. Yeah, I remember public transport in San Francisco really bothered me. Really, really bothered me. like a lot of things about San Francisco bothered me, honestly, when I was there. Well, let's get this done here. Yeah, let's just fill this up. I had an idea before, but yeah, let's just fill it up. I was doing a bit of a thing beforehand. Just sharpen this. Need a little bit more. To be the opposite, should be much lighter. Ugh. Okay. I think. Oh shit! Sorry. I think I'm gonna call it here. I'm gonna put all this, get this finished, put all of it in game. But good luck at the convention, or not good luck, I guess. Just enjoy the convention. Um, yeah, but I gotta head out. I'll see you guys Monday. Thanks for coming. Thanks for talking. I appreciate it. We'll get this stuff in game, and actually next week. Next week I might be going to DreamHack, so I might not do a thing Wednesday. I'll put up a stream schedule. But yeah, I'll see you.